Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Drayhon, and welcome back to another Dungeons & Dragons character conversion. Today we are doing a reload video. This is going to be the first of probably not that many, but I am going to be taking a look at some of my older videos and seeing what I did wrong in those conversions and sort of a revamp of those videos. The first one I'm going to do is Percy Jackson. I'm doing this because one of my commenters, Jean-Luc Volker, made a comment about, I think it was 4 months ago, at least according to when I saw it recently. They gave me a link to Poseidon's cabin in the Roldon Wiki and said that I can use this to give me an idea of how to build this character. Unfortunately, this is completely useless. The wiki doesn't work, because that is only for the cabin. It gives no information on Percy Jackson. Just the cabin. And maybe a little bit of information on who inhabits the cabin, but other than that, it is just a cabin. But that is not going to stop me from going back over it and fixing a few errors that I have made. So, let's go ahead and get right into this build. Starting things off with our stats, we're using the point-buy system. Strength will be a 10, and so will be our intelligence. Dexterity and Constitution will be a 14. Wisdom is our lowest stat, and that is because he has minor dyslexia. This is fixed when he reads Greek, the Greek language, so it's not exactly that bad, but anything outside of Greek writing, it is not exactly easy for him to read. Charisma is going to be a 15. I mean, he was able to woo the daughter of Athena. So, cool. Anyways, moving on. Percy Jackson is the son of Poseidon. I am going to be reminding you all of this fact multiple times throughout this video, because some people might have a problem with what I do with this build. But here's the first, son of Poseidon. The closest thing I can get to a sea god offspring is the Genasi, more specifically, water Genasi. Poseidon is the god of the sea, after all. This will give us a +2 to our strength and a +1 to our charisma. Speed of 30 feet, and we also get a swimming speed, thanks to us being a water Genasi, of 30 feet. We get acid resistance, which doesn't make much sense unless you take into consideration brine, which is super salty seawater, which can be pretty acidic. So, it's a bit of a stretch for wizards, but, you know, it makes sense, sort of. We also get amphibious. We can breathe on land and in water. We get Call to the Wave, which gives us a couple of cool spells to work with. One of them is Control Water, which, duh, that's a Percy Jackson thing. Languages, Common and Primordial. We can talk to our elemental buddies. Water elementals would actually be best, but you can speak with other elementals. And probably even primordial gods, such as your father. Moving on, we're going to go with the background folk hero. You were able to return the stolen lightning bolt that was from Zeus to him, even though you were blamed for the theft in the first place. And you had also defeated the Titans a couple of times, including one of your fellow demigod compatriots who was trying to resurrect the Titans because Zeus was a big fat idiot and banned the gods from seeing their children. This book series is a little weird, and why I never got to finish the series. Anyway, proficiencies. You get animal handling and survival, smith's tools, and land vehicles. Your defining event, of course, you were wrongly blamed for the theft of an artifact that you never knew existed. And you got put into a fate that you never asked for. Feature, rustic hospitality. This is the only reference I can make for Poseidon's cabin. That is it. Done. There. You're a son of Poseidon. You get to live in Poseidon's cabin while you're at the camp. And you might be able to get some rustic hospitality from other children of Poseidon, or maybe some of your fellow demigod friends. That's stretching it. Moving on, you are the son of Poseidon. You get powers from Poseidon. You're a sorcerer. D6 hit die, 6 plus your constitution modifier for your starting hit points, proficiencies in the skills of Arcana and Intimidation. For your spell casting, you'll be using your Charisma modifier. For your sorceress origin, being the son of the god of the sea, your origin is sea sorcery. You get Soul of the Sea, which really isn't that special. You get a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. Your walking speed gets increased by 5 feet. And you are able to breathe on land and in water, which we've already talked about with the Genasi. You also get Curse of the Sea, which lets you deal some extra damage to your foes. Level 2 sorcerers get Fount of Magic. This is where we get our sorcery points. Level 3 sorcerers get some meta magic options. I would say that Heightened Spell and Subtle Spell would be the best bet. If you wanted to go with something different, I would recommend Quicken Spell. That way you can use a spell as a bonus action and then attack as your main action. Next, we're going to go into level 4 Sorcerer. Go ahead and increase your strength by 2. We are doing this so we can multi-class into our first multi-class option, the Paladin. This is a reference to Percy's ability to heal thanks to his father's powers that were given to him. D10 hit die, proficiency in light armor, medium armor, shield, simple weapons, and martial weapons. You get Divine Sense and Lay on Hands. This is your healing ability. Thanks to your father, Poseidon. We're going to multi-class once more. Again, being the son of Poseidon here, we get more powers from our father. This is when we finally accept that we are the son of Poseidon. So, more proficiencies. Doesn't really matter on that part. What does matter is our otherworldly patron, the genie. More specifically, Merid. Get Genie's Vessel, Bottled Respite, and Genie's Wrath, which gives our attacks more damage. cold damage to be more precise, equal to our charisma modifier. We get some pact magic that uses our charisma modifier. Level 2 Warlock, Eldritch Invocations, Entomb of Levistus, and Repelling Blast. And that is it for that. Next, Paladin level 2, we get a fighting style in dueling. Spellcasting, we'll be using Charisma modifier once again. We also get Divine Smite to add even more damage to our attacks. Level 3 Warlock, Pact Boon, Pact of the Blade. We are the son of Poseidon. I'm never going to get tired of saying that. Actually, I'm already tired of saying it. I was tired of saying it the first time. Pact Boon, Pact of the Blade. You get to summon a weapon you are automatically proficient with. How about a trident made of water? You know, because you're the son of Poseidon. Okay, I'm done saying that. No, I'm not. Paladin level 3, we need an oath. We're going to go into Tal'Dorei Reborn to grab Oath of the Open Sea. Son of Poseidon, God of the Sea. Oath spells create or destroy water and expeditious retreat, channel divinity, marine layer, and fury of the tides. We also get divine health and harness divine power. Alright, now I'm done saying that you are the son of Poseidon when you play as Percy Jackson. Alright, let's continue with the actual build. Level 4 Paladin, increase your charisma by 2 points. Level 5, extra attack and oath spells of augury and misty step from Paladin of the Open Sea. Level 6 Paladin, aura of protection. Level 7, aura of liberation from Oath of the Open Sea. This basically lets you use freedom of movement on your allies. Level 8, increase your charisma to 20, maxing it out. Level 9, Oath spells, Call, Lightning, and Freedom of the Waves. And finally, Level 10 Paladin, Oath of Courage. That is my mistake, that is not finally. Improved Divine Smite at level 11. And level 12, we get a feat, Fighting Initiate. Thrown, weapon, fighting. Throw that trident made of water at your enemies. And deal some good damage. Level 13, Oath Spells, Control Water, and Freedom of Movement. That is the end of the build, but I have one more thing to go over. Our spells. For your Sorcerer spells, we have the following. Cantrips, Frostbite, Shape Water, Ray of Frost, Gust, and Prestidigitation. First level, Ice Knife, Shield, Fog Cloud. Second level, Hold Person, Snirlock Snowball Swarm. Warlock, we get the following spells. Cantrip, Eldritch Blast, and True Strike. First level, Armor of Agathis, and Comprehend Languages. Second level, Invisibility, and Mirror Image. For our Paladin spells, we will get the following spells. First level, Purify Food and Drink, Divine Favor, Heroism, Cure Wounds for more healing, Compelled Duel. Second level, Locate Object. You gotta be able to find those pearls that'll help you get back to the real world after you went to the underworld to try to convince Hades that you do not have the lightning bolt, even though that your fellow demigod companion put it inside the shield that he gave you as a way of getting the lightning bolt over to Hades. Oh boy! Lesser Restoration, Protection from Poison. Third level, Elemental Weapon, and Revivify. And finally, fourth level, Find Greater Steed. Summon yourself a flying, flippin' water horse, because you are the son of Poseidon. That is the end of this build, my dear viewers. I do hope you enjoyed Percy Jackson, the son of Poseidon. Had to get a couple more of those in there, just for emphasis. I do apologize if I have insulted anyone, but I had to prove my point. Alright, now that we're done, this has been Drehan. I am offline. What other ones have I made mistakes on?